Today I'm going to make one of my summer favorites. This is something I love to have for lunch. You know I love simple recipes, and this is a BLT. And the bacon, it's got a little something to it. It's got everything bagel seasoning on it. It's so delicious. I already made one batch of it, but I'm going to make another one. That's why this is a little dirty already. I've got aluminum foil on my pan for easy cleanup, and then I put a rack on it. So this is just like a cooling rack that you'd cool your cookies on or whatever you're baking. And then just take your bacon and lay it out. Oven's on 350 degrees. And this is also really good for, like, if you just wanted to make some bacon to have in cocktails. What do you think about that, honey? Bacon with cocktails? Salty. Have a nice little fizzy drink with it.
Bloody Mary.
Oh yeah, you could put it in a Bloody Mary. Not that I would know anything about having cocktails right now. I'm on a dry period. I said yesterday, it's a summer without an Aperol Spritz. Like, what else 2020? What else? All right, ketchup. Just a little light brushing of ketchup on the bacon. And this is gonna just enrich the flavor, kind of bring out more tomatoiness, but also it has a little sweetness to it, and it's gonna be the glue for everything bagel seasoning. So just go right over it. You could also, if you want this to be spicy, you could use sriracha. That would be good too. Ryan made a couple different kinds of bacon the other day for breakfast. What all did you do? You did an everything bagel.
Brown sugar chili.
Brown sugar chili, that was good.
That was good. Did some sriracha.
I like doing Dijon mustard and brown sugar. That's a good one. He, the night before he made it, comes up to me, so sweet, takes his hand and tucks my hair behind my ear, and I thought he was getting ready to say something really profound, like about becoming a dad the first time, you know, real sweet. No, he said, can we have bacon for breakfast tomorrow? All right, everything bagel seasoning. I'm using my friend Gabi. What's Gabi cooking? I'm using her This Is Everything bagel seasoning. I love it. I love all of her spice blends. And then just go over each piece and sprinkle it on. Try to be a little precise here so that you don't end up with a bunch of it on the pan that just burns. And take it right over. I like a good amount. This is salty, and the bacon's salty, so just remember that when you make the sandwich, that you don't have to season the tomato quite as much, because you're gonna have a lot of salt here. And I like the little crunch that the sesame seeds adds to it. Okay. Get a nice shot of that bacon getting ready to go in the oven. Love baked bacon because there's not as much to clean up. 350 degrees. This goes in for about 15-20 minutes. Depends on how crunchy you like your bacon. I like my bacon pretty crunchy. And now I've got a little mayonnaise here. You'll know I love mayonnaise. And I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of Dijon mustard in it to give a little bit of a zing. You could also use honey mustard if you like it a little sweeter. I'm not putting a lot, just enough to give a little bite to it. Put that away. See, honey, I'm cleaning up after myself as I go. I know you're amazed by that. Oh, I got a slice of tomato. Right, got my toast back there. All right, whenever I cut a tomato, I like to use a serrated knife. You might also know this as a bread knife, because it goes through the tomato so much more easily, and it doesn't bruise your tomato. So I've got some really good ripe ones here. Just gonna go right down through and make some slices. Look how nice and bright red that looks. I don't even like to eat tomato when they're not in season. It's just a crime when they are all mealy. Right now they're nice and juicy and sweet and delicious. Look at that. Now, a little Jeffrey Zakarian tip: when he makes a BLT. He did this on the kitchen. He takes this tomato juice on the board and brushes that on the bacon. And the first time he did it, I thought, really? Does that really make a difference? And then I tried it and was like, oh, that really does make a difference. That's why he's Jeffrey's Italian. All right. Plate. I got my bread. Got some nice whole wheat bread here. Look at these big slices. It's really good. We got this and the tomatoes from one of our local farms, Round Swamp. Okay, this is what the bacon looks like when it comes out of the oven. See how nice and crisp that is? That's how I like it. I like crispy bacon. Now I'm gonna take some of our Dijon mayo and put it on both sides, because this is what holds our sandwich together. And we're just gonna go, as Jeff Morrow would say, crust to crust is a must. We want every bite to have that good mayo flavor. A little bite of the Dijon. Don't be stingy here. I'm gonna get every little last bit out. Cannot wait to eat this. This just tastes like summer, doesn't it? All right, now tomato goes on. Put a couple slices here. Got enough for 2 of these. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt, because remember, our bacon is salty and our everything bagel seasoning is salty. Little touch of pepper, and then my bacon. I'm gonna cut it in half and layer it right on. Oh, this is gonna be good. I want one more slice. So I'm using 3 slices for this sandwich. And then I've got some iceberg lettuce here. Doesn't that look good, honey?
Yeah, it really does.
Mm-hmm. I love the crunch of iceberg. Go on with the top. I'm gonna cut this in half. I just don't want it in that wet tomato. So I don't want any soggy bread. Okay. Now, here we go. Are you a diagonal cut or are you a vertical cut?
Vertical.
Vertical? Okay.
For sure.
All right, here we go. Let's hold it together. Avocado would be really good on this too. We don't have any right now. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Like, how good does that look? So simple. I'll split this with you then, since it's a big one.
Thank you.
This is like eye roll back in your head good. Because the tomato is so sweet. It's the first thing that you taste. Then the texture of the crunchy bacon with the extra crunch of the everything bagel seasoning on there. And you've got the garlic, the onion, the sesame seeds. And then crispy lettuce, that creamy mayo with the little hint of Dijon that gives you a little bite. The bread is so good. I forgot. Mine, I was gonna put your pickled onions on it.
It's not necessary.
Well, I'll put some on your half. I think it'll be good. You have to taste this. Come here. Switch me places. Try it. Yeah, switch me places. He's being shy.
All right. Get in here.
Is that not the best BLT you've ever eaten? If I do say so myself.
I'm not saying that just because we're filming this right now. That is damn delicious.
Did your pickles make it?
Yeah, it's all about the pickles.
For anyone wondering, the pickles are also on my IGTV. What do you think? Good?
Let's wrap this up so I can finish this.
All right, we're gonna go eat our sandwiches. Bye, y'all.